It is the moment every undocumented person in America fears. You are driving home from work. Maybe you were going 5 miles over the speed limit. Maybe you have a broken taillight. Suddenly, you see the red and blue lights flashing in your rearview mirror. Your heart stops. You don't have a US passport. You don't have a green card. You panic. You think to yourself, "This is it. I'm getting deported tonight." Most people believe that if you are in the United States illegally, you have zero rights. They think the Constitution stops working the moment you cross the border. But today, I am going to tell you the legal truth that politicians and news channels often ignore. Does a piece of paper determine your human rights? The answer is hidden in the 14th Amendment. And it might just save your life. Welcome back to Legal Loophole US. Let's talk about the papers. First, we have to kill the biggest myth out there. Rights are only for citizens. That is false. Let's look at the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. It says that no state shall deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. Look closely. It does not say citizen. It says person. That word is the legal loophole. The Supreme Court has ruled time and time again that once you are on US soil, you are a person under the law. That means, whether you walked across the border yesterday, or you were born in Ohio, you have the right to remain silent. You have the right to a lawyer. And most importantly, you have the Fourth Amendment protection against unreasonable searches. Police cannot just kick down your door or search your car just because of your accent. They need a warrant. Just like they do for anyone else. But reality is complicated. There is a massive difference between a local cop and an ICE agent. If a local police officer stops you for speeding, their job is to enforce traffic laws. In many states, they are not even allowed to ask about your immigration status. But in other states, the laws are stricter. So, what happens if the officer asks the magic question? Are you a US citizen? Or, do you have your papers? This is the trap. If you lie and say, "Yes, I am a citizen," you just committed a federal felony. That is a permanent ban. You will never get a green card if you lie about this. But if you say, "No, I am undocumented," you just gave them probable cause to call ICE and detain you. Here is the dirty secret they won't tell you. Police are allowed to lie. The Supreme Court ruled in Frazier v. Cupp that police can legally lie to suspects to get a confession. They might look you in the eye and say, "We already know you are undocumented." They might say, "If you help us, we will let you go." Do not believe it. It is a psychological trick. They are fishing. They want you to panic. They want you to think the game is over, so you give up your rights voluntarily. Do not fall for the bluff. Fear is not a legal obligation. Stand your ground. So, what do you do? If you are in this situation, you need to use the Fifth Amendment. You have the right to remain silent. If a cop asks about your citizenship, you do not have to answer. You look them in the eye. Stay calm. And say exactly this. "Officer, I am not answering questions about my background. Am I free to go?" If they keep pushing, if they try to scare you, just repeat it. I choose to remain silent. Do not run. Do not fight. And never ever show them a fake ID. Possessing a fake social security card or a fake green card is a serious crime. That turns a simple traffic stop into a prison sentence. If you don't have a valid US driver's license, provide your foreign passport if you have it. But do not fake it. And one more crucial warning. Control your car. If you remain silent, but your friend in the passenger seat starts talking, they can sink you both. Police will try to separate you. They will try to get your passenger to admit you don't have papers. Before you start the car, tell everyone inside. If we get stopped, silence is safety. Make sure they know the drill. Finally, remember the scope of the search. Just because you don't have papers, doesn't mean they can tear your car apart. Unless they arrest you, or unless they see something illegal in plain view, like a beer can or a weapon, they cannot search your trunk without your consent. If they say, "Do you mind if I look in the trunk?" You say, "I do not consent to a search." They might do it anyway. If they do not fight them. Let them do it. Your lawyer will fight it in court later. If you fight them on the street, you will lose. Being undocumented in the US is scary. The laws change every day. But remember this. The system relies on your ignorance. They bank on the fact that you will be too scared to use your rights. But now, you know the loophole. You are not a criminal just for existing. Don't let them treat you like one. Subscribe to Legal Loophole US. Because what you don't know can hurt you. I'm Neil. Eyes open. Mouth shut. Safe travels.